Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan, and welcome back to our Farming Simulator 22 Let's Play series. Look at this icon on the screen. We've got a patch, or an update, probably a bigger update, to Farming Simulator in the last couple days. It's been a couple days since I've played, but I know that some things have changed. Yeah, I know that some things have changed. So we're gonna look around at some of that stuff in today's episode. But first, I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're having an excellent day. It's now May, and May on the farm has nothing specifically associated with it. We got all the corn in the ground in yesterday's episode, so today's episode is going to include. Ooh, we're getting a little bit of lag too. Sometimes that happens when the game is first open. Today's episode is going to include. Now what the heck is this? What was I gonna say? Ah, my brain, it's too early in the morning. This is just the help screen? Oh, that's cool. There's just a help screen. There's the help menu located on the map now. That's interesting. What's this? This is also a help menu? It is. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Okay, well, cool. Yeah, today's episode is going to include some random stuff, and also some fertilizing. That's what I was going to say. The general normal chores and also some fertilizing, and then hopefully maybe we can go into our next month. Yeah, I hope you're having a great day. Anyways, so we got some eggs. This is fantastic. How many chickies we got? We got 27. That's a good number. I don't need to grab any. I did do a little bit of cleaning up in the last episodes, by the way. I put a couple of items sort of in some places that are vaguely out of the way. Not incredibly out of the way, but vaguely out of the way. I wanted this driveway to be clear, at least. So, yeah, let's go check on the sheep, and then we'll see what we want to get up to today. We'll see just what we want to get up to today. Yeah, they're going to be fine for... They still have 1,500 liters of hay in this... in that bale right there, so... Cool, sheep are fine. So that means it's probably time to look at our fertilization states. So the needs rolling. Oh my god. Okay. Well, it turns out I have not caught. What is going on with this map? I have not caught the news on this update. What? All right, let's learn together. Rolling will grant you an additional yield bonus when rolling over the seed bag after sowing. Small stones left in the field will also be pressed back into the ground. Rollers in the grassland care section of the shop can be used after mowing grass. Rolling over fresh cut grass will grant you a fertilizing stage for the next harvest. Rolling over grass that's already grown will set it back to the first stage of growth. Okay. Mulching applies a layer of biological material on top of the soil, improves yield. That makes sense. Use it on stubble after harvesting crops before you cultivate. You gain a bonus on your yield for the next harvest. Okay. Man, I knew we didn't have enough equipment and enough shit to do. Okay, so... Interesting. So... Let's take a look then at what we might do with that information. If we were to buy... It sounds like we could use at least a roller. And probably... oh my god. And probably a mulcher as well. They're just bonuses, but $41,000. How's the money looking right now? We could technically not quite do it today. Okay. Well, in that case, I don't know that we're gonna do it. What I was going to say on this screen is that we're going to work towards doing that because, you know, basically if it improves your yield, this map is crazy now. This is wild. It's all stones too. That's cool though. Like these are the stones that we missed in that last episode. So if we ignore rolling and weeds, we need extra fertilization on this map right here. Look at these stones. All right. Well, the stone level Oh my god, this is a lot to take in. Stone level goes yellow, orange, red. So we have yellow from here. This is the stuff we've been cultivating and then planting all at once. So we haven't had a chance to roll it, which means we should roll it next time. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, so what we're gonna do today is fertilize. This is just like changing everything. This update must have happened like overnight. The help menu here just says transport. Okay, I'm trying to figure out if these different help menu icons take you to different places or not. Okay, so let's go to our... I think our fertilizer's right up here. I think it's this one. Let's fertilize the right field. And, I mean, technically, I think this is where we would buy a roller if we had the money. But we don't really have the money. So I think we're going to probably be rolling with this harvest as is. And then going for the next harvest. For the next harvest, we can... The next session... the next season of harvests, we can add in rolling and mulching, potentially. This is crazy. I'm into it. You're getting my completely blind reaction here, because I didn't... I guess I got to pay more attention to these patch notes. I didn't imagine they would release such a huge change right after launch. I'm into it though, because anything that breaks up and or changes, the way I read this basically from a gameplay perspective is like this. If you want to put in the work to mulch and do stones, mulch, stones, and roll, which are the three things that haven't really happened in past iterations of the game, then you will get extra yield. If you don't, then you can also play without it. But yeah, I'll tell you what, it makes our stone roller more worth it. We're gonna have to be a little bit smarter on this. We also need to do a little bit of weeding today. We're gonna have to be a little bit smarter on this map because there's all kinds of shit going on. Okay, so what I'll do real quick. Actually, we have plenty to talk about. I'm gonna sit here and just talk through this. We have plenty to talk about. Fertilizing is not gonna take me almost any time at all. I do know one other thing that changed, I believe, which is that, let me test it real quick. If you use 7 and 8 are the buttons for changing your speed, the speed of your time in game. I think it goes all the way up to 360 times. Yes, it does. 360 times now, which is insane. That's so helpful. I'm so glad they did that. I mean, all of these updates, it sounds like, you know, you're getting my blind reaction, but all of these updates just seem like cool, helpful, interesting updates. So, shout out to Giants for doing some cool stuff. We should be basically done here. There should be one part up left. And then this whole thing will be done. We do have weeds on this part of the field, so we can spray that. I don't know if we have weeds on any other part of our... Some deer right there. Any other part of our fields. It says weed brown. That's got to be weeds. That's got to mean dead weeds, right? So I'm wondering if I'm gonna get I'm wondering now if I'm gonna get a penalty for having dead weeds on my field. We'll have to check that out. Okay. Can you guys tell, by the way, that you're getting very early morning, Ryan? I woke up early to record today, so I have coffee here, and I've had a good portion of it, but I have not. I'm not completely woken up. All right. Needs rolling, it says. Yield bonus is plus 90. Oh my god. Incredible. They tell you exactly what your yield bonus is. Plus 90. Okay, cool. Sweet. So, with that done, what we should do next is spray it. That same field. Same field. Okay. Interesting. At this point now, I'm looking towards what we're going to spend our next money on, right? Always, but now as well. Always looking towards what we're gonna spend our next money on. But so we're gonna need to buy a roller and a mulcher, likely. I would say roller is 100% gonna need to be bought. Mulcher is a question mark in my mind still, because it sounds like for mulching, the question with mulching is, do you do it on every single type of crop? Use a mulcher on stubble after harvesting crops before you cultivate. This works for any crops that leave stubble. Exactly. Okay, so that's a corn for sure, but that's also like, that's probably like canola and soybeans as well. I'm sure that's, but what about like it's probably not your like potatoes and your, yeah. Anyways, I think for us that'll make a lot of sense. Cool. So I think we want this thing to show, and if you guys have information, by the way, let me know. I think we want this thing to show brown. It looks ugly as hell having this brown color show up on the map, but I think it just means you've done a good job and you've weeded everything. Like, I shouldn't really get penalized, I don't think, for keep it straight there, buddy, for getting the weeds off the field a little bit later in the process than other people might. Removing weeds. There might be some, okay, hold up. So I think what that just said, I just missed a tiny amount there. I was trying to speed read while I was on that line real quick. 3 methods to remove weeds: using a weeder, using a hoe, or spraying herbicide with a sprayer. Weeders only remove the smallest weeds, so you need to be quick. With a hoe, you're able to remove small and large weeds, while with a sprayer, even the largest weeds can be removed. There might still be some weeds left standing when you start spraying when the weeds have fully grown. So, I think with a sprayer, you just have to spray slightly higher. You have to spray slightly before they hit full growth, the weeds. And we can do that. We can certainly do that. Here's the next question. I don't know what a roller is at all. In the real world, I have no idea what the real world equivalent of a roller is. I've never seen one. You know, some parts of this game are within my wheelhouse of experience. That one's not. And frankly, I understand what mulching is, you know. I can conceptually understand that. How are you rolling over seed and pushing stones into the ground? If you have an explanation on that, let me know, because I'm very curious now. I don't know what the fuck that means. How does one roll over seeds in the ground and also press small stones back into the ground? How the fuck does that work? I don't know. Now I'm just so curious I don't want to do anything else. Let me look at it again. Where was the roller? I don't want to do a damn other thing today. Then figure this out. Improve the upper soil quality of your fields. It does not even... It doesn't look like it gives you a product, you know? Like, so if we get our picker gets us a product. It gets a small stone. Or stone, whatever it's called. Very interesting. I have no idea what to do with this information. Okay. I mean, here's what we're going to do with the information. We're going to experiment. We're going to have fun trying to figure it out. It just means that I'll buy a little bit less land, probably, as quickly as I would like. Our next big purchase was going to be another canola field, beside the one that we have. That may take us a slight bit longer because we may have some more equipment to buy, but that's okay. I would say we're at a good place on this farm so far. We're gonna be making money on all these different crops and all these greenhouses for sure as well. Yeah. So, how are the sheep, by the way? I did not check to see if we have 15 sheep. 2, 1, 3, 4, 6, 8. I think we're like 14. Okay, I think that is actually everything. I don't know that. I don't want to do a contract today. I think what I want to do is try to get towards July for canola harvest. So I think that's actually everything I want to do. I don't really have... Here's the one thing we should check. We should check pricing on wool. 3,400. That seems really fucking good. And it's that time, right? It's April. It's that time. Okay. Wool and eggs. Eggs are not in a great time period. I think 3,400. I think 3,500 is like the goal. I'm gonna go to sleep. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm gonna go to sleep. See if we can squeeze one more day into this episode at least. And I'm gonna drink some more coffee while I'm sitting here. Can you tell? I'm sleepy today. Some days I wake up like that, and some days it takes me a while. The goal is for... Oh, shit. I was going to pay off my loans overnight for these numbers to have gone up. Fuck. They didn't go up. These ones did, though. I think I'm going to sell the wool and the eggs today. Nah, eggs can wait. Eggs can go to 4K, I'm sure. Wool probably can, too, if I'm smart, but I'm not smart. So, let's sell some wool today. I think I can fit it in this tractor, or in this truck, so we're going to do that. The other thing I want to do, real quick, is repay as much of my loan as possible so I don't have to pay as much on my loan. Every time. So, these are the oldest guys right here. So let's sell a couple of you. Thank you for your service. I appreciate you. Thank you for the eggs. Do you hear that cluck of indignation? Like, you're selling me? Cluck, 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 cluck. That's my terrible chicken noise. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, now I'm just gonna be checking like a maniac this screen now because, yeah, sure, it needs rolling. Sure. I'm not gonna be able to do that this year. This brown looks so shitty, but I don't think it's gonna affect our yield. And then this needs rolling, but like I don't think I can roll it while... I think I have to roll directly after cultivating. Sorry, it needs picking, but I think I have to pick directly after cultivating. So I don't know that I can do anything with that. Oh, are these too heavy? I can't remember. Yeah, they are. Damn. How y'all doing? There's 12 of you still. You guys doing well? You guys having a good time? All right, never mind. I'll cut to grabbing the tractor and I'll be right back. Okay. So, I'm sure we all remember how well this went last time. I'm sure you guys have so much faith in me for doing this well this time. I've got so much faith in myself. Let's see if we can get this pallet in. I only really want to do this pallet, I'll be honest. I don't really want to do the one on the right. Let's see. However, we're doing much better approach already, you know? Much better approach, I would say. Nope, come on, a little bit lower here. Somehow that is still not low enough. I keep thinking that's real low, but it's not actually that low. This is where we tilt backwards. Raise just a small amount. Hell yeah. Raise more. Sorry, I had to talk myself through it. I know you guys know what to do. I'm talking myself through it. And then I think we just dump. Let's do a little bit of that. Oh, shit. We do not just dump, by the way. Oh, let's go. That's great. I can strap that sucker down. Heck yeah. We're on our way. So where did we want to sell this again? So wool is going to go to the spinnery. Let's tag that. I would love to see where that is. God, this map is going to be fucking stressful now. Holy shit. This map has generally been so pleasant to look at. I will say, it's going to take a little bit of getting used to. My God. All right, so there's a spinnery. I think I can just cut it through here. Sure. What do you think? They're going to mind? They know what I'm going through. They know the shit that I've been through. I don't think they're gonna stop me for driving down their little side road, you know? You know what I've been through. Now, ramping my truck over the interstate, they may stop me for. They may, you know, take a little, you know, maybe they stop me at the bank, be like, yo, indigestion, Ryan. I know you're going through some shit. I heard. But you cannot take the old Ford at 80 up the side of the interstate to try and ramp it over our cars. You know, that's a little much. That's where I say, you know, why do they make the truck go 80 if you're not supposed to drive at 80? That's my only question. All right, let's dump this here. 3,000 from that wool. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I think that's got to mean that we're close to profiting on sheep, right? No? We spent thousands on that enclosure, and it's going to take a long time before... Oh, okay. Good to know. I'm going to go ramp my truck real quick. Just a little bit. Oh, no ramp right there. All right. Sweet. So, what else do we want to do today? Oops, I went to the wrong field. Went to the wrong field. It's fine. Grocery right here. We should take a look at... we should take a look at used items and see if we have... Now is going to be important. We have a couple pieces of equipment that we really need. We need a header still. We need a... we need a roller and potentially a mulcher at some point. So we should take a look at the shop all of the time. Interesting. How big is that thing? So let's take a look here. The other thing we need to keep an eye on now. We have roller. Where's mulcher? Mulcher right here. 1.4 to 3 meters. Okay, so for 9,000, we could get 3 meters wide, 7 miles an hour. That's definitely doable. Oh, shit. For 21,000. Okay. I think we might want either of those, actually. So let's just look at it. Let's just look at it, because I'm nerding out right now. How specifically do you... Is it just... Huh. Hold up. We're going to compare this to another one. Is it just that you have these, like, big type paddles, and they force down large stones, but they don't disturb... I think that might be it. It doesn't disturb small things like seeds. Oh, man. I love it when the equipment has chains on the front. It's really cool. This one I can't really tell. This is the big daddy of all rollers. Yeah, I can't really tell that one either. Okay. This one's just got the big cylinder on the back to flatten everything down. Okay. Oh yeah, these are mulchers. It just says it crushes crop stubble. I was sitting here thinking this was a roller. I need more coffee. Jesus Christ. All right, so we pay a little bit of our money back. Yikes, we're gonna have to be able to afford a corn header here in like 2 months. So, and the canola I don't want to sell right away because I would really like to hold on to it until we could buy a canola oil thing. I don't know. Man, it's things are looking tight here. All of a sudden I got these new... You know, all of a sudden I got these new pieces of equipment I need, and things are looking a little tight. So, I don't know that there's anything else I can do today. So that means I should probably stop sitting here yapping and just get to sleep. Oh, but here's the other problem. Is tomorrow the month? Is tomorrow the month? Tomorrow is the month that our canola is happening. So... Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to spend a couple minutes doing some small things to prep for tomorrow. Tomorrow's canola month. That means shit goes down. I'm going to feed the chickens and get the equipment ready for canola. Harvester should be ready. We have... Here's what I wanted to do. Harvester should be ready, but I have heard through the grapevine, through watching other people's Let's Plays and stuff, and just consuming a little bit of farming sim content myself, that you actually have to keep harvesters and headers repaired because it affects your actual yield, which is not a thing that I knew. Let's go up a little bit and tilt. I didn't know it affected your actual yield. Oh, come on. You gotta be close there. There it is. Beautiful. This way. I always do it backwards, literally always. So, we're gonna take the harvester and the header down to the shop. Just 100% make sure that we get as much as we can from this canola. We've worked so hard to plant, fertilize, fertilize, weed every stage, every freaking stage here. So, lift just a little bit. Nope, lift just a little bit. Beautiful. Okay, so we have our trailer hooked up for tomorrow. Man, we're gonna have a million things to do. It's a good thing we have 3 tractors because we're gonna have a million things to do now. I'm gonna have to cultivate tomorrow as well. I'm gonna leave this tractor out because I'm probably gonna need to do some watering of our greenhouses overnight between episodes. You guys don't have to see it. Like, I'm sitting here thinking about harvest tomorrow, and harvest for canola is also harvest for is planting for canola, because the next month you plant. So that tells me that we should harvest, we should mulch if possible, which we're not going to be able to do, I don't believe. We should cultivate. We should sorry, what's the word? Stone pick and plant, etc. Man, you know what else sucks about it? Sorry, I'm just gonna sit here and talk while we're doing this. We took a bet, right? Early on, we own this piece of machinery. We took a bet early on that I would be okay running a cultivator seeder all-in-one. Technically what this does is it seeds directly rather than you needing cultivating. It's an awesome seeder. It fertilizes. You don't need to cultivate because you can do this. The problem now is that I think I need to cultivate because then I need to pick stones. So we kind of need to cultivate anyways. That's okay. I guess we'll just keep using that same machine. And I'm all up in my head right now because I'm like figuring out all of the steps we need and what order they have to happen. And it'll be a fun adventure tomorrow. It'll be a very fun adventure tomorrow. I'm going to repair this. And I want to record that so that you guys can see how much it's going to cost to repair. My goal here, honestly, is repair this every year. Repair the harvester every harvest. Sorry, every year, not every harvest. I know that sounds like the same thing, but we're also going to have a corn harvest every. We have 2 harvests a year, so once a year to make sure that we're getting the best yield every year. Or at least close. It's a little annoying because it means more trips down here until we buy a workshop ourselves. Just another thing we could buy. But it also we'll keep our money high. So condition on, I've owned both of them for 34 months. Okay, so let's repair for $1,000. We can repair the harvester itself. Okay, harvester itself for $1,000. The header for $200. Cool. So $1,200. I hope it's worth $1,200 in yield. But if it's not, it had been a couple harvests since we'd repaired it. So I don't think we've ever repaired it. So that's gonna do it for this episode. Tomorrow's canola season, canola harvest, which means that the day after that is canola planting. So we're gonna figure all of that out It's year 3 for us, right? It's year 3. Oh shit. On this farm, and it feels a little bit like year 1 because we got some new stuff to add to the picture. You know, you think you got it figured out, but you never really do. There's always some new twist and turn being added, and you know, that's why it's just best to assume that you don't know anything and you're operating from a level of zero knowledge and low expectations. Thanks so much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you also have low expectations for me tomorrow. And we will see you tomorrow with harvest time. So we'll see you then. Bye-bye.